I'm going to be showing you the best race vehicles in Southwest Florida, from drag race vehicles, short and long distance, off-road racing, track racing, and even proper long distance racing. Like, I'm talking going around the entire map, wiggling around, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, bro, I feel like I got some credibility to talk about this because, you know, I'm Camplez at the end of the day. I've been playing this game for 3 years. I've driven basically every single vehicle plenty of times. So, without further ado, let's start with drag race vehicles, short and long. So, I'm going to do 2 for each category. So, I'm going to do 2 short and 2 long, and I'm going to show you the vehicles as well. So, with short distance drag racing, by short distance, I literally mean like really short. So like I'm talking from right here all the way to the end. Like that's short distance for me. So there are plenty of vehicles you can use. I'm going to tell you 2. The first one being a tuned Mazda Miata. Now I probably have a video out about this vehicle, but this vehicle is tuned. It goes very, very fast. Not all of these in this video will be tuned, but this one is. So if I just show you how fast this goes in 3, 2, 1. You can see how fast it takes off. A Bugatti, a Ferrari, nothing is going to beat that. Like that thing, it might not look fast, but trust me, next to a Bugatti or next to anything, do you really think they're going to accelerate this fast? Look, gone. Literally gone. Like, it gets some speed going through it. Yes, this is a great short distance drag race. But if we're talking about drag races from all the way at the wall there, all the way to the end, a Bugatti is probably going to beat this, because if I show you the top speed of this vehicle, it's probably not going to top out at too high. Like, it's already starting to slow down now at about 200, 220. I mean, it still is climbing, fair play to it, but 230, a Hennessy Venom tuned, or even faster, will be overtaking it about now. So that's why I wouldn't recommend it for long distance. But again, for short distance, this is a great vehicle. Now let's talk about another short distance vehicle that is good. I don't know what my hair's doing. Do you see that? What is that doing? Bro, can we ignore that, please? Hey, ignore it! Alright? Oh, God. Anyway, this next vehicle, again, for short distance drag racing, it's going to be another tuned vehicle, because the tuned vehicles, they just go crazy. Simple as, bro. It's going to be in the van section, the Dodge Grand Caravan. This thing is tuned like crazy, and I don't know how it does it. So here we go. Let's just take off. Again, this is going to be a lot faster than any vehicle, any regular vehicle. So you see how fast I just did that? Let me get a Bugatti and just prove my point, okay? Okay, Bugatti Chiron. Let me show you, okay? Now, Bugatti Chiron is good in other circumstances, but look, let me just start driving. The van is already here. Actually, to be honest, it might be on par. Maybe there is a better one I could pick, but look, I'm going to say the van because it's cheap, it's tuned, it's the best for normal people. I'm not saying you're not normal, but you get what I'm saying. I can't really think of any other short distance vehicles that stand out to me. So I feel like that's a perfect cue to move on to long distance. Now, long distance drag racing is a straight line, as you guys probably know. Straight line. It's whichever vehicle can accelerate the hardest, but also hit the highest top speed. Now, there's 2 vehicles I'm going to choose, both of which are limited, unfortunately. But again, this video is it's telling you the best that are in the game. It's not telling you every vehicle that you could drive. Maybe I'll give a third one. One that I would say you can still, well, one that you can still get, and I would recommend. But first things first, long distance drag race, Ethanol Venom F5. This vehicle, it's insane. Okay, this thing is crazy. I couldn't imagine being in this thing in real life. Honestly, I could not. But anyway, here we go. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. So acceleration is very good. It does take a bit of time to get it going, but now, as you can see, it's now going. We're at 300 miles an hour. This is tuned, by the way. This, as you can tell, this is just crazy. It's going 340 now. This thing can probably get up to about 345, 350. Yeah, as you can see, we're going about 350. About 350. The acceleration is key with this. Acceleration is key, but also the top speed is crazy. Like, that was insane. Was it not insane? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Next up is the McLaren F1. This, again, is tuned, but it is insane. It's also limited. It's crazy how fast this thing accelerates. If you're going against someone who's in a normal hypercar, like a Bugatti Supersport or a Chiron or a Koenigsegg or a Tesla, you get what I'm saying? This thing is going to destroy it tuned. So let me show you. Acceleration, a bit slow, right? But now it's just gonna crush any vehicle that's in front. So say there's a vehicle here, it's gone. Like, look at it. Once it gets going, it's wraps for whoever's racing it. It's going 310. It's going 320 now. Not as fast as the Hennessy Venom, but that could be because I haven't got it tuned. I can't even remember. So it goes about 330. Not the best, but it is in the grand scheme of things. 330 is crazy, bro. If you're doing a long distance drag race like that, it's crazy. And then with regards to the third one, for those of you who want to, you know, explore new ways to win drag races, I would honestly say the BMC Mono 2015, this vehicle is absolutely ridiculous. You got to tune it a bit. I don't know the exact tuning, but you got to tune it a bit and just look how fast this thing takes off. Okay, so slow acceleration, but once it gets going, like the others, we're over 200 already. This is beating the Hennessy and the McLaren F1 already. Like, it's already beating it. The only thing is, it's not as good because the top speed is a bit lower. So you can see it's capping at like 305. And that is where the Hennessy Venom is going to overtake because it still has 50 more mile an hour to go. But again, it's a great option to use. It definitely is a great option to use. And that's the drag race section of the video done. So now let's move on. I've got these written down. Let's move on to off-road racing. Now that means we're going to have to head all the way to Seaside Bar and Grill. So let's just head there now, Seaside Bar and Grill. And now obviously this is quite straightforward. Let me just pick a random vehicle. This is quite straightforward. You guys, I'm sure you guys know which vehicle you probably have to use on the off-road trail. There's one particular vehicle I want to point out, but obviously I'm doing 2 vehicles per category. So I'm going to show you the obvious one first, then I'm going to show you an alternative that I think is definitely a great vehicle to use. So we're going to pull up here. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, in pickup, it's going to be the Mercedes-Benz 6x6. This is limited, you can't get any more, but if you do own it, it's probably going to make you win every off-road race if you're racing around the off-road trail. Now, as you can see, this thing is absolutely crazy when it comes to suspension. You can put your foot down, it does have some good speed, and it is literally just going to go over any bump you give it. Like, it's just insane, honestly. Imagine driving this in real life. In fact, recently, I actually did go in like a truck on an off-road trail. It's so crazy, them vehicles, bro. They just glide over. Well, they don't glide. You do get thrown around the cabin a bit, but they do glide in a sense. I don't know how they handle it, but yeah, look, we can see I'm just going over. Okay, I've crashed now, but I'm going over these rocks like it's nothing. I'm struggling here to spawn in my vehicle. That's a bit of an issue, I think. Yeah, we got a bit of a problem here, it seems. Hey, look, either way, look, even in reverse, this thing is going to handle whatever you put in front of it. Let's keep going. A bit drifty, but no, we're good, we're good. And as you can see, straight over the rock, straight over, boom, easy, bit drifty. That's all good. And there we go, we completed it just like so. Now, what is the second one? This second one is not a limited. Bro, this thing is crazy. Let's just drive back down to the start of the trail so I can show you how dark it is right now because of the rain. That's all good. This next one is, again, another pickup. Obviously, it has to be another pickup because there's not really any of the vehicles in the game that can handle the off-road trail. There is one vehicle. Actually, yeah, there is one vehicle that I could show you. In fact, I'm going to make this a second one. I've changed my mind. The Aero Nomad Tactical. So this is in coupe, if you want to get it. Don't know how much it is, but this thing, as you can see, has some great suspension on it. I completely forgot about this. I just thought of it. There we go. So it looks really nice. It looks the part. It has these lights on the top, which are really nice. And obviously, you can go in first person as well. But yeah, let's take it for a spin. Obviously, it's not going to do the same tricks as the 6x6. It is still going to struggle a little bit, but not too much. Like, it's got some good suspension on it. I think most vehicles in Southwest Florida might be able to handle it, just nothing as crazy as this. You see how this just glides over it? I think a lot of vehicles, like hypercars especially, they're going to get stomped immediately. They're not going to be able to make it. So, yeah, this is very impressive. You can see it's gliding over. Couple problems, but not too many problems. And I'm sure you can customize the suspension to be a bit higher as well, to get over stuff. I mean, this just did a better job than the 6x6 to getting through there. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, this is definitely worth, if you're racing through the off-road trail and you want equal vehicles, both of you get this and race through the off-road trail. You're going to be good. You're going to be golden, quite frankly. So yes, let me know. Do you agree? And if there are any vehicles that you think I should be mentioning, let me know in the comments, because I don't want to speak for everybody and say this is the best. You know, there's definitely other vehicles that are better. But anyway, we're now moving on to track vehicles. This is very big. This is very big. I could get a lot of hate for this if I get this wrong. So the first vehicle I am gonna pick for track vehicles is actually gonna be a drift car, because drift vehicles, they just do so well. I mean, especially on a track, you're gonna want to drift. So for me, my favorite drift vehicle is the Nissan Skyline R34 GTR Z-Tune. You can also get this not limited. This is the I don't know how to say that. They both pretty much the same if you customize them. But yeah, this thing, it drives crazy well. It is such a drifty vehicle, and that's why I like it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest drifter in the world, but if you get used to it, like, this is kind of off-road. What am I doing? I'm not even going around the correct track. Oh my gosh. This is also something you could use for the off-road track, you know? You could also use that. But no, let me use the actual track. Yeah, okay. There we go. So it is very drifty, as you can see. Maybe not the best. I've probably got it too drifty because I probably overdid it for a stream or something. But if you get this vehicle right... In fact, yeah, this is way too drifty for me. Let me just get the alternative because this is probably stock. Yeah, this is stock. You'll get what I mean. It's a bit drifty, but it also has some good grip. So yeah, look, I can go around here. I'm just not a very good driver. I think we've established I'm not a great driver, but this is probably a really good vehicle. It's not too fast, and if you were going too fast, you wouldn't even be able to make it round corners and stuff. But look, you can see it handles drifts quite well if you're a good driver, unlike me. This is a great vehicle to use on the track. You can see it's got some good grip, but it can also drift. Look, you can see I'm doing a bit of a drift. There we go. You see that? See, I rest my case. I know what I'm talking about. I'm just not the greatest driver. So yeah, this is a good vehicle to use. Look at that. Look at that. It has some great grip. It keeps in it. It sticks to the ground, and it does a drift. It's really good. And we got some good speed, and I'm sure you could upgrade this to make it a bit faster as well. So it's not all too slow. But we've got another one. Now, honestly, you could use any vehicle you want on a track. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say you should use this. So, like, for example, I could probably get away with using the Super Sport. Right? In fact, let me just get the regular Bugatti. I don't even think you can get Bugattis anymore, so this is probably a waste of my time, but the Bugatti could still handle it, or maybe it couldn't. Let me just test that theory. The thing is, because of how fast it goes and the drifting is not too good, I don't know, it can be a bit more difficult to drive. It's less suited for something like a racetrack. Like you can see, look, I can barely turn properly. So that's why I recommended the last vehicle. I would say, again, one of the best vehicles for racing like this, in my personal opinion, it has to be, where is it? It has to be either the Aero Atom V8 or the BMC Mono again. This vehicle is really good. Like, let me show you how good this is. It will handle this track really well. It might be a bit drifty, but I mean, it's fast, but it can also handle it. You know what I mean? Like, look how rapid this thing is. It's a little bit tuned, but it can handle it really well. And it has some good acceleration to get you down the straights. And it can brake quite well, has some good braking power, but also has a good turning radius. Look, you can see I made that turn, unlike in the Bugatti. And then, yeah, this is great. Absolutely amazing. And then let me show you the Aero Atom V8 here. Again, another great vehicle. This one's very slidey, as you can see. But it does a good job if you learn how to drive it properly. So if I put a bit of effort into driving here, I mean, obviously I'm a bit it is a very slidey. You do have to put some grip tires on it, maybe. It can handle the job quite well. So arguably, you know, this is a great option for you to use when you're track racing. I would probably say stick to the two that I doubled down on, so the BMC Mono and the Skyline R34 GTR V Spec. That's what I'd recommend. Overall, they are my recommendations for the best race cars in Southwest Florida. Obviously, you cannot forget about all of the hypercars, all of the supercars. They all do excellent jobs, but for the common person, someone who doesn't have every vehicle like me, these vehicles that I've mentioned are great options. And obviously, you can use a Ferrari for a drag race if you want. Obviously, you can use a Bugatti. That's just my opinion, and hopefully you guys agree. And if you do, please do let me know in the comments if you agree with what I've said. And if you don't agree, you can also vocalize that and let me know what vehicle you'd probably say might be better. You know, just name a vehicle in the comments for me. Anyway, guys, that's going to be all for today. Make sure you guys join Roblox Roleplay Corporation, my very own roleplay server, link in description, for hourly, yes, hourly roleplay sessions for a limited time only. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye!